everybody. Good to have you with us today. Welcome to Ozarks Live. A little rainy out there if you haven't been out in a while. You might not realize that.
I was kind of surprised. Well, you and I both were walking from the studio into a hallway, and there's a glass door, and it's like, oh, it's raining. Look.
It's kind of pouring rain. I think it's let off a little bit, but hard to tell what it might do. So, how have things been?
Fine. You know, with rain, I'm hoping for a little cooling, but I think it's just going to be more humid. I haven't talked to Jamie about it. He would let me know, of course.
I think it's going to cool off and be a pretty nice weekend, which I think is going to be great.
Yeah. It can be a long weekend for some folks, you know, because with the holiday, you'll celebrate on the 5th.
Hard to believe that it's already time for 4th of July. It doesn't seem like it to me.
Last day of June. Today's the last day of June, and it just doesn't seem right.
Goes very quickly.
Yeah.
Goes all too quickly. Learned something last night. This is neither here nor there, and it has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Getting a manicure is a lovely thing. Paying someone to do that manicure and to take it back off again is an even lovelier thing.
Oh, wait, what? Oh.
Well, they do these different types of manicures that are, I kid you not, a lot of you ladies, particularly in the audience, know, you could dig through Ozarks rock with some of these polymers that somehow they attach to your nails.
Okay.
And taking them off yourself is kind of a nightmare. I learned the hard way last night.
Show the camera.
Oh, now you can't see it now, but look, now these are my nails.
They look great.
Well, but you should have seen, now the manicure I had before was darker, and my nails were really long, and I was hitting keys on the keyboard that I didn't want to hit.
Oh, that's
because they had really grown out, and they're really strong, and I'm thinking, I'll shave these suckers off.
She mentioned to me yesterday, my nails, they're hitting the keyboard, and right away I thought, I didn't know you played piano. I didn't even think of the computer keyboard. So.
Anyway, enough of my foolishness. Just trust me. Pay those people to do it that do a great job. Super talented.
If I had a pen, I'd write it down. I didn't know.
I'm telling you, it took me forever last night. It was a nightmare. All right, we do have a fun show for you today. All right, Macadoodles pays us a visit with plenty of ideas for your 4th, and we pay a visit to a place that really swings. We're going to show you.
Yeah, and we have another suggestion for your viewing pleasure on Tom and Joy's watch list, as well as something for your listening pleasure from the Ozarks Live virtual stage. But before we get to all that, here's what's on the radar. All right, no matter how many times meteorologists try to explain it, there continues to be a confusion between a watch and a warning. I'm sure Jamie could weigh in on that. Yeah. Now, when it comes to severe weather, of course, well, no more. No more. KSHB Chief Meteorologist Gary Lezak out of Kansas City has finally nailed it by making a comparison of food to tornadoes, specifically a tornado watch and a tornado warning. As he explained, with tacos, we have the ingredients for tacos. The ingredients are there. So a taco watch can be issued.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, if it's in my kitchen, a taco may never form. If it's in your kitchen, a taco likely forms. Then we have a taco warning. Okay, watch warning. So, or you can try to think of it as a taco watch when you pull up to the drive-through. You know, it's a taco watch then, but it's a taco warning when you receive the bag of tacos.
Got it.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
That's awesome.
That's it.
No, that's a pretty good way to think about it. Maybe we could just start calling it that.
Well, but then people are going to be...
They'd get all excited. They would want the taco warning. They'd be excited about the warning. It's like, no, that's not what you want.
Yeah, but they'd all be driving around Taco Bell, and then they'd complain, and so,
it could be a mess. All right. So I don't know if it was tacos or what it was, but something really ruined lunch for some Lake Tahoe picnickers on Sunday, all right? That something was a family of bears, all right? Ooh. A beachgoer who was kayaking on the lake really screwed up when he or she walked away from the food, a little beachside picnic there, because a family of bears just took full advantage. Yeah. All right. So Tahoe is no stranger to bear activity, and people apparently know that the bears are going straight for the food. So the tourists apparently know to just keep your distance, no sudden moves, don't take off running.
That's a big bear.
That's a big, but there's a whole family of them. There's some little ones too. Mama shows up, little ones show up, and it's like, you know what?
You're too close to those babies.
Your
though.
Cheetos are now their Cheetos. I'm so
Yes.
sorry. Don't do that. All right, but now here's something else that happened last summer in Maryland.
Okay.
A really brave or
Ooh.
very crazy bunch played it really cool when a bear bellied up to their picnic table. The bear, dubbed Winnie the Moocher, helped himself to some chow right there with the family. And the dude in the bandana sort of playfully taps the bear right on the nose at one point. Not the best course of action, in my opinion. Yeah, and it's a wonder any of those people lived to tell about it. Apparently, the people who shot this from the deck were scared to death. The people down there are thinking either they've had a little too many margaritas and they're just like, come on over. You know, I don't know what happened. But it just, yeah, don't do that. Don't poke the bear. Don't.
That's what the saying is all about. Don't poke the bear.
I would have run away and it would have been all over.
I would have right there. Yeah. Okay, now back in 1961, Roger Maris, one of the New York Yankees, of course, hit 61 home runs. You know, a fulfilled dream. Also, that same year, a young girl by the name of Gwen Goldman had a dream to be a Yankee Batgirl.
She did.
She had written a letter to former Yankees general manager Roy Hamey when she was 10 years old, but her dream went unfulfilled. Hamey did answer her letter, but wrote, "In a game dominated by men, a young lady such as yourself would feel out of place in a dugout."
I'm going to tell you how you feel.
Okay, yeah, exactly. But fast forward 60 years, that all changed. Gwen had kept the letter all these years. When her daughter decided to forward it to current Yankees GM Brian Cashman. Finally, last Monday, after 60 years, Goldman was honored as part of the Yankees Hope Week initiative.
I love it.
Yeah, she toured the clubhouse, met players and coaches, posed for photos with umpires, threw out the first pitch, as you can see, and best of all, she sported the pinstripes of her beloved Bronx Bombers.
Atta girl.
Unfortunately, the Los Angeles Angels beat the Yankees 5-3 in that game.
You know what? I'll bet that was merely a technicality.
I think
regarding
so.
her day. And what, she's 70 now?
70 years old.
Atta girl. It's never too late.
No.
Love that story.
All right, coming up, Macadoodles has some suggestions on making your 4th of July celebration a successful one.
I think I see some bubbly over there. You know it's going to be fun. Don't go away. We're just getting started.